Welcome to Kobo Say Hello, brought to you by the National Museum of Natural Science in Taichung, Taiwan. So, did you hear the news? Planet Earth has a new moon. Well, sort of. About a month ago, on September 29th, 2024, a small asteroid named 2024 PT.3 began orbiting our planet. This little space traveler will remain in our orbit until November 25th. After that, 2024 PT.3 will leave Earth's orbit and continue its onward journey through the solar system. While we can't join 2024 PT.3 for a celestial holiday, through this podcast, we will take you, our listeners, through the natural world, spanning geography and time, from the very small to the gigantic, and from the past to even our future. I'm your host, Dr. Audrey. Welcome and hello. So why is 2024 PT.3 only a sort of moon? To understand this, let's look at our handy-dandy checklist for what makes an object a moon or not a moon. To start, a moon orbits around something else. In most cases, this something else is a planet. So in the case of our asteroid buddy, PT.3, by joining Earth's orbit, it's doing something that moons do. Next, a moon has natural origins. We humans make a whole bunch of things now on the surface of the Earth, of course, like satellites, which are designed to orbit the Earth. But we don't make moons, which usually come from materials aggregating in space, or from asteroids that enter a planet's orbit. So in this instance as well, 2024 PT.3 has moon-like qualities, since it's an asteroid. But here's where things start to differ. Unlike a true moon, which completes stable, repetitive orbits, 2024 PT.3 follows a horseshoe-shaped path around the Earth, and actually only for just a short period of time. Remember when I said that it will be leaving Earth's orbit in late November? Because 2024 PT.3 won't be staying with us for very long, it isn't actually a moon like our moon is a moon. It's also really quite small, only about the size of a bus, so we can't see it with our naked eyes, unlike our moon, which we see on clear nights in our night sky. So let's switch gears then and talk about our true moon. For one thing, it's quite large, almost 3,500 kilometers in diameter. This makes the moon about 1/4 the size of planet Earth. Pretty big, right? Especially when you compare it to something the size of a bus. Because of its size and the gravity it exerts on the Earth, the moon plays an important role in stabilizing Earth itself, as well as our climate and the plants, animals, and other life forms that call this planet home. So you know how the Earth is tilted? This tilt of about 23.5 degrees is what gives us seasons here on Earth. The moon helps with the stabilization. Without the moon, the Earth's axis would wobble around because of gravitational interactions with the sun and with the other planets in the solar system. These fluctuations in the tilt would then cause dramatic changes in climate, making Earth's environment far less stable for life. I'll bet many of you know that the gravitational pull of the moon on Earth is what gives us our ocean tides. These tides are really, really important for maintaining healthy ocean ecosystems because they move nutrients around, and they also affect how animals and plants that live near oceans survive and reproduce. The moon also affects life on Earth by, well, simply hanging out in the night sky and reflecting the light. A really good example of this comes from sea turtles. Sea turtles rely on the moon to guide their nesting and egg hatching. Female sea turtles swim to beaches and shorelines to lay their eggs. They often coordinate these actions with the moon as the moon goes through its cycles. You can also follow these moon cycles by watching the moon change its shape in the night sky. When baby sea turtles hatch from their eggs, they use the reflection of the moon's light on the water to find their way to the ocean. Some plants also live in sync with the moon. Moonflowers are named after their habit of blooming at night, typically when the moon is visible. Moonflowers are a type of morning glories, but they do all their glorying after the sun goes down. These plants open up their flowers in the evening and rely on nighttime pollinators, such as moths, that are more active during the moonlit nights. And if you're curious about flowers and pollinators, remember to check out episode 2 of this season, where we talk about animals that help plants make seeds. There are so many more examples of how life on Earth depends on the moon. So next time you gaze up at the moon, you know you're in really good company. Well, I'm over the moon that you've joined us today on Kobo Say Hello. And next time we'll be talking about... Wait, what was that? Was that today's English phrase that I just tried to sneak past you? Over the moon is something we say in English when we're expressing our happiness, joy, or delight about an event that has happened, or if we're really excited about a situation. Here are a couple examples. 1. Let's say that you're hanging out with your best friend at a coffee shop. Your phone begins ringing, and you excuse yourself to your friend because that's what's polite to do, and you answer the phone. After you hang up the call, your friend might ask you, "Hey, you sounded really excited. Did you get some good news?" And you might say in response, "Yes, I'm so excited. I'm over the moon. I just got my dream job as an interaction designer at the museum." In this scenario, you're expressing how thrilled you are with this career opportunity by saying that you're over the moon about this outcome. All right, example number 2. Here's another way that over the moon is used. Friend 1 says, "Guess what? I won first prize at the science fair." Friend 2 says in response, "Congratulations, you must be over the moon. I know how hard you worked on the project, and the judges could really tell." Here, friend 2 is acknowledging friend 1's achievements and also recognizing how happy their friend is to have received the recognition for their work. So now you're all set with using over the moon in your next English conversation. The next time you visit us at the National Museum of Natural Science, look around and see if you can find a giant spherical object on our museum campus in Taichung. That structure is our planetarium. Inside the planetarium is a dome-shaped theater where you can come and watch films about astronomy, the night sky, space, and much more. You can go to the museum's website to find showtimes and learn more about the films that are currently showing in this unique immersive theater space. We hope to see you there soon. Thank you for listening today, and I'll see you in our next episode.